Hi guys, welcome to season 2, episode 4 of the Girl Get Up podcast. A safe space where no story is too broken, no question too heavy, and no dream too far gone. Here we talk about real things, underage and unwanted pregnancies, early marriages and toxic relationships, and the silent battles so many girls face. But this is also a place for hope, a place to rise, a place to heal, and a place to step into the life God has called you to live, boldly, confidently, and without apology. I am your host, Naomi Bamdele, and together we will break the silence and find the courage to get up again. Girl, you're seen, you're loved, and you're not alone. Let's get into today's episode. Hey family, and welcome back to the Girl Get Up podcast. This month we are redefining love. Not the version we learn through pain, pressure, or people, but the version rooted in truth, value, and boundaries. Today's episode is titled Loving Yourself Without Guilt. Why self-love is not selfish. And I already know this topic might make some of us uncomfortable, especially if you were taught that loving yourself means you're proud, self-centered, or not spiritual enough. So let's talk about it. For many of us, self-love comes with guilt. We feel guilty for resting, guilty for saying no, guilty for choosing ourselves, and guilty for not pouring into everyone else first. Some of us grew up being praised only when we are sacrificing, quiet, or overgiving. So somewhere along the way, we learned this lie. My worth is in how much I give, not in who I am. But listen to me carefully. If loving yourself feels wrong, it's not because it's wrong. It's because you were conditioned to abandon yourself to be accepted. And God never asked you to disappear in order to be loved. Okay, let's define self-worth properly. Self-worth is not arrogance. It's not thinking you're better than others. It's not putting yourself above God. Self-worth is simply this, knowing that you matter because God says you do. Your value does not increase when people approve of you, and it does not decrease when they misunderstand you. Before you serve anyone, before you prove anything, before you fixed yourself, God already called you worthy. So when you love yourself, you are not creating worth. You are agreeing with God about what He already said. Let me say this gently but clearly. You do not need permission to take care of yourself. You do not need to explain why you are healing. You do not need to justify your boundaries. You do not need to apologize for choosing peace. Loving yourself without apology means saying no without over-explaining, resting without feeling lazy, walking away without feeling wicked, choosing growth even when others are comfortable with your brokenness. Jesus Himself withdrew to rest. He set boundaries. He did not heal everyone who demanded access to Him. So if the Son of God practiced boundaries, why do we think we are sinning when we do the same? Here's the truth many people won't tell you. Selfishness is taken from others without regard for them, while self-love is taking responsibility of yourself so you don't bleed on others. When you don't love yourself, you overgive and resent people. You seek validation in unhealthy places. You confuse attachment with love. You expect others to feel what only healing can fix. Loving yourself actually makes you kinder, healthier, more patient, more honest, because you are no longer giving from emptiness. This part is important. You cannot pour love from an empty cup. You cannot teach confidence you don't believe in. You cannot offer peace when you are constantly at war with yourself. Some of us are tired not because we love too much, but because we love everyone except ourselves. And God is inviting you into balance. Love God, love others, love yourself. All three matters. So today I want to ask you something. What would change if you stop feeling guilty for loving yourself? What would heal if you treated yourself with the same grace you give others? This week, choose yourself, not in pride but in truth, not in selfishness but in still worship, because you are not a resource to be drained. you're a person to be loved, including by you. So if this episode bless you, please share it with someone who needs to hear it. And please subscribe on Spotify and YouTube and join our growing Girl Get Up community. And remember this, you are allowed to love yourself. God is not offended by your healing. Until next Tuesday, Girl Get Up, rise to purpose. Thank you for spending this time with me on the Girl Get Up podcast. If today's conversation speaks to your heart, share this episode with a sister, a friend, or someone who needs to hear they are not alone. Make sure you subscribe so you never miss an episode. And remember, no matter where you've been or what you faced, you have the power to rise again. Until next Tuesday, keep going, keep growing, and girl, get up.